Shalom, Israel. Shalom, Bashim, Yahshua, Barakathon to all the brothers out there. Shalom, Yahweh, Shabbat, Thon, Bashim, Yahshua to all the sisters. This is Isupk New Orleans, Shreveport, Bossier, coming out of 1 West 125th Street, Harlem, New York, under Commanding General Hunter. You know, if you're not, it's not coming from 1 West, under Commanding General Hunter, you are not hearing the truth. And our job here is to educate blacks, Hispanics, Latinos, and First Nation people indigenous to this land about their true heritage. You know, that not that old made up thing we got, far as like the blacks came here and with 1600s and indigenous people of this land was like in Mexico and South America was overtaken by the French, by the Spanish, I mean, you know. So that's where they get their language. They didn't know you can go back farther than it. You just didn't appear just a few hundred years ago. You had a rich history, you know, came from a line of kings and priests. And that's our true nature. We need to get back together, And this is one thing about this brotherhood class. That's what America do not want. That's what the world do not want. Us coming back together. Us start loving one another. Because they know we start loving one another and start fighting the laws, statutes, commandments, the Most High gonna be on our side and take them out. That's why they are always pushing, sexually explicit things. They got it now. Well, hey, it's okay if your children, can decide their own gender. Which is against everything that's supposed to be holy. And they say they one nation under God, and it's strictly said, in the Bible, there should be no whores or daughters of Babylon. That's Deuteronomy 73, and there should be no sodomites, the men of Israel, just paraphrasing, no. But, because, because our leaders are so weak and so greedy and wicked, that that's what we have now. But no, it's time for us to come together, because time is getting short, World War III on the rise. You want to be caught up, up in your sins, the Isupk been teaching since '69. You got all kind of, now, you got internet, you got YouTube, Twitter, TikTok, Instagram, Facebook. You got you watch everything, but you don't want to watch the Isupk. You don't want to hear them brothers know. Oh, they just said a curse word. How holy is this? Like, let's think about it. Y'all think holy is saying hallelujah or acting all pristine and, and really it's effeminate, how those preachers be acting. No, we rough and rugged, just like the priests back then. There was a bunch of murderers, killers, and gangsters. They was raw. And they wasn't soft. They had no line up, beard all big and scruffy, mustache all bushy, hair in a fro, or they rocking braids, This kind of men it was back then. It ain't wasn't like this. But what you see now is how the Sadducees and Pharisees world. That's your prime example. You ever want to know what the Sadducees and Pharisees? Just look at your everyday preacher. And now you can go to Zephaniah 2:1, big rock scripture for the Isupk. Gather yourselves together, yea, gather yourselves together, old nation I desire. You done been around long enough to know that you are not a desired person. Anything black, you can step like I said on many occasions. You around some Caucasian people, and y'all get in the elevator and you walk behind them. They are very uneasy just because you stepped on the elevator. Why? Because a lot of us, harm people, but we're not all like that. But it was like that way back in the day when we weren't doing nothing to them. when they was beating up, going upside our heads, and they still were Caucasian one would lie and say, this black man raped me, or he whistled at me, or he winked at me, and the mob go get him from the jail and kill him. You know? So that's what I grandmas and great grandmas went through. Grandpa and great grandpa went through. And they say, this was you know Black History Month slowly approaching, which I really hate. I'm glad Christmas, they got that fake Christmas out the way. You know, that's what it is. It's fake, ain't no but paganism. That's all it is. You know, I watch it on YouTube, and you even seen the old devil worship say, "Hey, this still our holiday. That is our holiday. It's pagan in its origin." They even said, you know, like I said, they had that pentagram. They devil worship. They celebrate Sam Hain and all that. They into all kind of occultic stuff. And they told them Christmas, that's their holiday. Why? They said it was. They told the truth. It was never about Christ. Christmas. It was about they said it was all about Saturnalia. The Roman Roman festival. That's how far they went back with it. We talk about it goes back even further into Babylon. You know, so I'm just glad that you got this New Year's coming up. Everybody coming up with their New Year's resolution. They either gonna lose weight, quit smoking, quit doing the drugs, quit being a whore, or whatever. Most of your New Year's resolution or resolution should be, you should have one anyway. You should come into the ISUPK and get taught, get learned. That's how you become a better person. That's what I did. I stayed on the sidelines for a while. You know, but finally I was just finally had to pick up the ball and start caring. You know, quit, stop talking and start walking. You know, because I had watched for a long time. But it taught me how to do a lot of things, and it made me see a lot of things. You know, I had to find out. Like I had let the guy stay with me. Been knowing him for like 30 years. And never once did he ever offer to do anything. You know, he never bought groceries. He never, uh, you know, never do anything. And, so my wife came over, like, she didn't say too much, but she said, you know, he said, how long, she said, how long you be standing there? He said, do we help you out? He said, no, she didn't really say nothing. So, but I said something. I say, man, you been coming here for almost 6 years. I said, just give me $25 a week. He said, okay. I ain't seen him in a week. So, hey, I got rid of somebody that wasn't doing it but using me for a very cheap price. Somebody that wasn't doing it but, you know, come around me, act like he my friend, you know, and that's really we're gonna touch on that part, for friends and stuff, act like he my friend when he really wasn't. He just using me because I got a house, I cook, you know, and, we drink together, and that's about all, But now he, where he can be a substance. I ain't, I guess he's like I ain't giving him nothing. My money is for me. And which I start saying, years ago anyway, but like I said, the water to my rib, for opening my eyes because they show was closed, you know. But I'm gonna go into the scriptures. I'm gonna go to Proverbs 18:24. Say, a man that have friends must show himself friendly. But we have friends, you know, you treat them like you want to be treated. You talk to them the way you want to be talked to. You know, You know, you want to be treated good, you treat your friends good. And that is real. Hey, some real friends, they gonna reciprocate it back to you. You know, you know what I'm saying? There is a friend that's sticking closer than a brother. Yeah, you have. This is what we have in the ISUPK. Yeah, as I said, I have one friend out here that stick to me just closer than brother. Only one. You know, we were friends since '84. So let's say 40. You know, about 38 years. And I could call him and say, hey, man, I need help doing this. I need help doing that. You know, because you show me how to do this, because you show me how to do that. One. And all of and my brothers that I street, all they do is pick up the phone. I already know that. I try not to bother them too much because you know they way somewhere else, and I got somebody that help me out down here. But I know all I have to do is pick up the phone and call them, and they'll give me whatever I need. So that's what true brotherhood is in ISUK. That's what we teach, That's what we teach every week about brotherhood. Being a brother, being a good brother, you know, showing that brother love, you know, like like I said, like all spot on your side, if he like have some jewelry or something like that or anything like that, hey, he'll throw me a chain or something like that, to that brother, he looks out for me, I ain't got that much, whatever he can spell, he gives to me, so that that's brotherhood, just like I need have to go to camp, I don't be having no money a lot because I want to fix the income. Some brothers don't say, hey, don't even worry about it, all I do the thing, so that's brotherhood. They be showing me that brotherhood ever since I've been in here, you know. I too much don't even come out the house because except to go see one guy, and that's been my friend since 1984, and that's it. As far as that, I'm in the house, watching the ISPK videos and listen to ISP songs, stuff like that. Now we can go to Leviticus 19:18. Yeah, Leviticus 19:18 it reads, "Thou should." That's the Old Testament. Let's say you know, they taught brotherhood way back then. Thou should not avenge, nor bear any grudge against the children of thy people, but thou shalt love thy neighbor as thyself. I am the Lord. That's in the law, brotherhood. That's why. That's why we. That's why we practice brotherhood because that's a law. We follow the law, statutes, commandments of this Bible. You know, he says, avenge yourself against another black, Hispanic, Latino, First Nation people. No, you don't avenge yourself. That's your brother. You're supposed to forgive him and love him. You know, you know, and you're supposed to bear no grudges against him. That's your brother. Or he off, especially if you're off in this truth. That's your blood. Duh. Or is anybody in that world? They ain't worried about hearing this truth. They don't care. They don't care nothing about the Most High power. And man, you don't even say shalom to you, man. Get the F out of here, man. You know, some of us just need to drop dead weight. And I was one of them. They had to drop dead weight. Somebody that don't want to don't want to hear nothing about the Bible. Don't believe in nothing, just because all they ever knew was crooked Christian pastors. You know, but yet they want to be around you every day, people at you. I just don't understand people. Sometimes but like I said, we're supposed to love one another. Like I said, especially in this one body, this ISUBK, we're supposed to love each other. There should be no grudges, no animosity toward each other, or none of that. Moving on to the Psalms 133 and 1. Yeah, like I said, like I said, this is and then then we have fabulous sisters off in this school, and they they can cook like nobody business. I know my wife can, my real cook. But also I done met a few sisters down, down back in my days. They couldn't boil water, you know. So that's how sorry it was, you know. And mama could cook, they can't cook. Only thing they know how to do fried chicken, and set some Roman noodles in front of you. I'm like, what the hell is this? Who do I look like? I worked all day. This all you got? Some chicken and some Roman noodle. I was like, I could have stopped at Popeyes, got me a 2-piece, as a prize with that. This is what you want to bring me? And Psalms 133 and 1 said, behold how good and how pleasant it is for brothers to dwell together in unity. All right. Y'all remember the Feast of Dedication? Wasn't that a grand feast? The first day, wasn't that a grand feast? Then everybody all together, you know, all the sisters together, all the brothers together, everybody, everybody having a good time, ain't no party like an Israelite party, like a UPK party, that's how it was. That's how it was on and popping. It's good when we all get together like that. We got Passover coming up in April. Hopefully I'm able to attend. But it's good when you get to be with your brothers. Because your brothers love you. Your brother, you ain't gotta have no money all the time with your brothers. They already know your situation. They know you ain't. This man ain't working. You know, he get income, but it's a limited income. We understand it. We got you. So them real brothers. Not you ain't trying to use that. Or nothing like that. When you have something, you get something. But they understand that when you don't have something, especially when you hardly got anything in the first place. But I had so much fun that Feast of Dedication. Me and my rib and everybody else had their rib. It was just a good old time. We're out there, slow dancing, having a good time. All that brotherhood and sisterhood. You know. But now, we go to Proverbs 17 and 17. You know, Proverbs 17 to 17 to read. A friend loveth at all times, and a brother is born for adversity. So a friend, love it at all times. A brother is born for adversity. That means you going through something, that brother gonna be there. That sister gonna be there. You know, on, only announces the brother. As soon as you have, as soon as you got a problem that come up, hey, they ain't there for you. You know, that's why I urge you if you on there listening, you know, keep attending these classes. Do your 90 days. You'll see what true brotherhood is. Because it shows ain't out in their word. You can look for it. Okay, how nice you be to people. How much you take off people. They still they gonna figure out this a real dummy right here. I got me a real duck. That's what they saying in their head. I got me a duck. When you can come over to ISP, I ain't got to worry about being a duck for nobody. You gonna be loved. You have people that care about you. People that they're gonna call you and check on you. That's about just want to be all up in your face, using you for whatever you got. This, but that's what people do now. They've been doing. The Bible speaks on that. So it said, a friend loveth at all time, and a brother is born for adversity. That's let you know we in ISUK, we right there for our brothers. They call us, they need need a little advice. Boom, we gonna give it. You need help with. So let's say you need a little money or something. Hey, some brothers will get together, scrabble something, throw you something. So that's brotherhood. Can't find that out in their world. Not that you need money all the time. Sometimes you just need some advice. I don't call my brothers plenty of time for some advice. On what to do, how to handle this certain situation, and all that. Handle it properly. And UPK like that's what because you always want to keep it. You know you want to be you want to be right in whatever you're doing. You ain't just going off with a little being word. You doing how you know Commander General Hunter will want you to do. Handle your business. You know, you go to Ecclesiasticus chapter 4 verse 9. I mean Ecclesiastes. My bad. Ecclesiastes 4 verse 9. Like I said, you know, we don't know we got our school up and going. Hopefully we start having camp. You know, up in the Shreveport Balls area. That's two places. It's bad all over Louisiana. But that place, it done got 10 times worse than it ever been. So people dying on a daily basis like this, New York or Chicago somewhere. We're glad we can have camp there. But it's all coming. Everything's a work. It's all a work in progress. You Ecclesiastes chapter 4 verse 9. Two are better than one because they have a good reward for their labor. It's always better to have two. Just like you need help. You all by yourself. You need help. You know, here he is. You got that brother right there to help you take on these things. Let's say you need counsel. You can't counsel yourself. That's what that brother for. You know, that's what that brother for. So verse 10. For if they fall, the one will lift up his fellow. So this brother fall weak. Well, like I fall weak, my brother could pick me up. Say, man, remember these lost that you remember what you got taught. You know, so what I tell you, I talk to you like you're a man. Well, you're supposed to be a priest. Act like one. You know, so, he said, but woe to him that is alone when he falleth, for he have not another to help him up. So that's these suckers that left this truth. You know, they wanted to start their own thing. They ain't wanting to show brotherhood. They was all alone, so they took it upon themselves, got who they was gonna get, and went off start you know, all these other camps. It seems like every time you turn on YouTube, you see another camp. You know, and I've always been an original, so I just stuck with. I went to the original. You know, I went right to the original, right to the source who started. Because I was tired of Christianity. I didn't want no more to do with that. I wanted to know how the Irish Script bring out these scriptures, those especially watching guys like Captain Zaria, and hearing the general speak, you know, that, it really caught my eye because I never heard the scriptures like that. They ain't even said, no, even spoke on scriptures that you'll never hear in the Christian church. The church never talk about that, you know, talk about a lot of the things that they say. You may hear some things, but a lot of stuff they leave out. You know, verse 11 again. If two not together, then they have heat. How can one be warm alone? Yeah, you can't be warm alone. It's just like it's just like the chill of this world get to you. You know, here you got your brother to warm you up. You know, give you, keep you warm. This world is a cold place. A very cold place. And you need that brother. You need that sister. You know, to be there for you when you are down. You need all. You need. That's why it's good to practice brotherhood. Sisters, you don't supposed to have nothing against a sister, another sister. If she let's say you find out your husband got your out of one has another wife, you ain't supposed to be ill toward that sister. You ain't supposed to be ill toward that sister at all. You're supposed to treat her like a sister. That's your sister. I mean, I don't even know what the problem anyway. All through your life, while you was dating, you was sharing your man anyway. He had 3, 4, 5 of them, and one married another. He hit everything that ain't nailed down. But you can't do nothing that's holy and what God ordained that a man can have two, more than one wife. You ain't being no sister, and then you surely ain't being no sister if you don't like that sister. That's married to your husband, his other real. You ain't showing no sisterhood. No, you ain't showing no sisterhood at all. So you need to know. So if you like that, you need to try to change. Because you ain't gonna do nothing but find yourself in front of the general, and they're gonna say to you, Shalom. They're gonna say Shalom to you. Now we're gonna go to Matthew 22 and 36. This was Christ. He was talking to some talking to the Pharisees, and all that, he was up there talking, and the Pharisees heard him. So one of them come up, one of them come, he was a lawyer, he asked him a question, trying to tempt, he said, Master, which is the great commandment in the law? And Yahushua, who you call Jesus, said unto him, Thou shalt love the Lord thy God with all thy heart and with all thy soul and with all thy mind. That's one thing Christians don't do that the Isupk do. They'll teach you to fear the Most High. In that Christian church, they don't teach you to fear the Most High. He's a big old softy. Oh, he gonna forgive your sins. Just pray. Just pray. Pay your tithes, pay your office, and pray. You sin. Pray to God. And then go on about your business. Just think that's just like that's why he took away you know the sacrifices of animals. Because they all they did was what they do commit a sin, do a sacrifice, commit another sin, do another sacrifice, commit another sin, do another sacrifice. That's the same way how the Christians do now. They do now. That's why Christ was the last sacrifice. You find, that he the one showed you that these laws, statutes, and commandments, and he showed the ultimate brotherhood. He showed the ultimate brotherhood. He laid down and died for us. And, and then they like well, it made me mad. They come up with this immaculate conception, like God came down and had sex with her, like they used to show on, on the old movies about what they call it, the gods of Olympus. You know, how Zeus used to come down, have sex with this woman. You got this, you got a son Hercules and all that. You know, Christ. You know, Christ was superhuman. Christ got hungry like we do. He cried like we do. He got hungry. You know, he got thirsty. He was a man, but was filled of the Holy Spirit. He could do some amazing things. You know, it was in one game. Verse 38. This is the first and great commandment. Verse 39. And the second is like unto it. Thou shalt love thy neighbor as thyself. It's a Chris. The Christians don't teach that. They feel like, hey, when you come up in the church, they don't come with them fake old smiles and fake handshakes, and hugs. They really don't like you. They can't stand you. They talk about you like the dog when they with the other, when they with they clique, when they all clicked up. You ain't part of their clique. You know, but that's how it always been. You want to. This is in verse 40. On these two commandments hang all the law and the prophets. The prophets taught back in the old days. Just like, let me see. What's that scripture? When it says, this was for our own learning. Romans 15:4. Said for whatsoever things were written aforetime were written for our learning, that we through patience and comfort of the scriptures might have hope. Like I said, have a brotherhood that was back in the Old Testament. That was that was written for our learning, things from old. That always been around. Brotherhood didn't just start it. Brotherhood, that ain't a law that just come up. We just came up with, or it's just started doing 69. We supposed to been doing that. But like I said, our language was, our language was taken from us. Our laws was taken from us. Everything about us was stolen from us. That we didn't know where to go. But luckily, our Bivens came, then the Seven Heads came, and the Isupk came in 1969. Brought our laws back to us, brought our identity back to us. Even though they don't want us to have our identity, they'll call us anti-Semitic. They'll call us a hate group. They'll call us, everything under the sun. They call the Isupk everything under the sun. But they do not want us to have our identity because they know Israel stole it. They know Israel stole it. I mean, I'm talking about. I used to see it on TV all the time. Like it took a long time for, like I said, at one time, just like American white, oppressors didn't like Jewish oppressors. They still don't, but they deal with them more now because they done built up their finance. They done made them rich. And that's the only reason they fool with them. Because of Ecclesiastes 3:30. And this thing, these like I said, I'm wearing, this all day. I was out, and then like I said, we have a Jewish population here, they live way out in well, I live in the sticks myself, but they live way out in the boondocks, you know. So, there you'll see the flag of Israel up there, like, and they had to come in the store while I was at the grocery store doing some shopping, and they look at, he said, no, he said, I see you got the Star of David. I said, it's not a Star of David, it's a Shield of David. I said, you wearing the Star of David. I said, that's a star you wearing. I said, do you know? Don't you know the real Jews is black? I said, oh, you got your information wrong. He said, no, I ain't got my information wrong. I said, I could take you to Deuteronomy 28 chapter and show you don't fit none of the curses. And he hurried up, got out of my face. You we heard went on about his business. Why he wanted to call himself on to check me because I'm, you know, like I'm some kind of I converted to Judaism or something. No, never, never. I've never joined the oppressor. Never ever. And okay, we're going to Ecclesiasticus 3 and verse 30. Water will quench a flaming fire, and alms make an atonement for sins. You know, it's like water will quench a flaming fire. Let's say your brother in trouble. He's literally on fire. You are that water that can quench his fire. Put him out. You are that. You are that. You are that water to give him advice, give her advice. You know, that's what basically what that means. Fire just it's just really a metaphor showing what kind of condition this person is. You know, this this condition he in. He's so water can quench a flame of fire. So if he all if he out of line, out of order, you put that water to quench that fire to get that brother back to order. He said, and alms, making atonement for sins. You're doing for the you're doing for the need. You're doing for ones that don't that's not as blessed as you. Just like this, that's why we have ISP food drive, clothing drives. Or we have we do all, I actually do all that. We try to get some set up down here, it's going slowly but surely, but we guarantee we show you have, we will have that, you know, we will have that. We're gonna move on Ecclesiastes 4:31. And this scripture right here describes so many people, you know, Ecclesiasticus chapter 4, verse 31. Let not thy hand be stretched out to receive. I mean, like you doing every time, you like this, but and should when thou should pay us, you do like this when it's time to, you doing like that, putting it back in your pocket. You ain't trying to pay nothing, but you always got your hand out, but you can never pay nothing back. You know, that's how a lot of our friends we try to have friends off in this world, and that's how they are. They're quick to have their hand out, but close it up when it's time. You know, yeah, you got that 100 over me? Oh no, I ain't got it. No, I ain't got it at all. You know, no, they ain't gonna never pay you back. You just have to chalk it up as a loss. You know, chalk that on up as a loss. Yeah, you did that. You know, that was my mistake. I knew better. I know the scriptures. You know. So that's how some brothers are. You don't be that way. Like I say, you UPK. And when you owe, you pay your brother. You know, like I said, don't have your hand out at your at your brother when it's time for you to pay him that back. You got your hand closed. No, you ain't no brother. Mm-hmm. Ecclesiastes 29 and 10. Hey, my brother, I have my blood brother. You know, he like that. He quick to have his hand out, but when it's time to pay back, he's like, oh, man, why y'all want my money? You owe me that. Just help you pay your car note. Oh, man, like I'll pay you when I get ready. So nobody no longer lends my brother any money. You know, and Ecclesiastes 29, verse 10. Lose thy money for thy brother and thy friend, and let it not rust under a stone to be lost. So, hey, for your, for your, you know, when they say lose your money, you know, you know, be a cheerful giver. This is your brother. This is your friend. You know, Don't, you know, don't, you can give to them, you got to give them all your money. Ain't no about talking like that. You probably need about $10, maybe 20. It ain't gonna make you a break. You know, then sitting there, just holding back your brother, just say, and I said, let it not rust up under the stove to be lost. You gonna spend that money anyway. It's gonna be gone anyway. So why not give it to him? Like I said, it's not gonna make you a break. And anyway, they show our brotherhood. I mean, on to your brother. Your brother's eyes, you can get these suckers out in this world. If they don't want to come in here, get it all black and con I want to con and do some reading and all that, follow orders and doing all that, man, forget it. Don't waste no time with somebody who don't want to get right. Somebody else is slipping, falling, and can't get up. And love to bring out that scripture, a righteous man fall 7 times and get back up. Why the heck you keep falling? What's the problem? Still off there, or you still, that old man ain't completely, it's not gone from you. You still hanging around. You know you're a sister. You a loudmouth dragon. You ain't you know you ain't you ain't shed off that old woman. You ain't shed off that old woman. Like you're a brother. You doing this and that, and you supposed to be a priest and all that, and you got something going on. Always got something going on. You need to check yourself and get checked and take that check. Mm-hmm. If you're gonna you can drop the go down to verse 20, you know, and it reads, help thy neighbor according to thy power. To help your neighbor according to your power. So, you know, give them what you can give them, and you ain't hurt, and you ain't hurt. He said, and beware that thou thyself fall not into the same. Yeah, make sure you don't get, in dire straits like they are. You know, like I said, you help somebody according to your power. Where you ain't trying to hustle and bustle, trying to pay bills because you done gave all your, you helped the brother, but you did more than what you should have done. Just for foreign folks did this much because that you got wife, kids, rent, mortgage, electric. And then the cost of living don't went up. Just, you got do what you can, you know, or else you gonna be in the same situation that the brother or sister in, you know. And don't let nobody use you. Trust me, I did it for years. Trying to be nice, trying to be a good person. They say, hey, you too good, man. You too good. You know, like I said, but concentrate on helping your brothers and sisters that's off in this truth. Like I said, that you really, really do. These mothers really want to be your brother. They'll come in. They'll even if they don't come in, they'll look at your class, like, if they think we right, they'll like, and if they care, they'll share. You know, you can't even get them to do that. Watch it, watch a YouTube video. Watch one of our videos. They won't even go that far. That's why you're going to deal with who you can deal with, somebody who really trying to get themselves together. Somebody that really, you see that zeal off in them. You see that zeal off there. They want to get right. They come on into school and get it all black. Then the next thing they're true. Then they're on their way. Just want to congratulate. But we got what 4 new troopers. Congratulations, shalom to y'all out there. Congratulations. Not it take like I said, it take a strong man to be off in the ISUK. This ain't for the weak. You know, we follow these laws, statutes, commandments to the left. You know, we say no to our flesh 24/7. No, to our mind 24/7. You know, because they say an idle mind is devil workshop. It's gonna let your mind get out of it. You stay in these scriptures. You know, that's why you say, "Hey, brother, always see." They always talk about how they watch the class. Yeah, because you sit up there, not doing it, not focus on nothing. It's easy for things to get in your head, and you went off and did something stupid. You Let me see. Let me go to Matthew chapter 18 and 15. Like I said, you always want to be studying. Take some time out your day and study. I know a lot of us work. You ain't got too much time, and when you come home, you dead tired. Well, even if you go to sleep with a class, you catch about 5, 15 minutes of it. You know, you know. But Matthew 18 and 15. Moreover, if thy brother shall trespass against thee, go and tell him his fault between thee and him alone. Then let your brother trespass against you, go to him and him alone, not everybody else. Y'all talk that out, let it squash it, grill that beef up and eat. You know, if he shall hear thee, thou hast gained a brother. He'll hear you, don't gain a brother. That's when you got when somebody really offer this truth. Because talking about, hey, brother, you did this, that. Or let's say you ain't even have to say nothing to him. He apologized to you. Then you ain't no brother, you know. But just in case you do talk to him, tell him about it, But if he will not hear thee, then take with thee one or two more. So you might want to go get your camp leader, might want to get your captain over your zone, you know, that in the mouth of 2 or 3 witnesses, every word may be established. Okay. Verse 17, and if he shall neglect to hear them, tell it unto the church. Okay. Now, you go in front of the council, the general. Mm-hmm. But if he neglect to hear the church, let him be unto thee as a heathen man and a publican. So, the general will say, Shalom. Go start your own fake count. That's what they're gonna tell them. Start your own, you out of here. You don't want to listen to us, and we require obedience. That's exactly what they're gonna tell you. They require obedience. And you don't want to be obedient, shalom. Bye. See you. Wouldn't want to be. Mm-hmm. Luke 17 and 3. Mm-hmm. Luke 17:3 it reads, take heed to yourself. If thy brother trespass against thee, rebuke him. And if he repent, forgive him. So, brother trespass against you and you rebuke him, you know, if he say, lock him, bro, you know, you know, could you please forgive me, Bible Prasad? Because Bible Prasad is you forgive me, you know, and you say, you know, and if he trespass against these 7 times in a day, and 7 times in a day turn again to thee saying, I repent, thou shalt forgive him. So trespass against you several times in a day, sometimes even more than that, you still forgive them. That's your brother. That's that brother that's off in this truth. Like I said, who got time for a bunch of heathens, who don't want to hear nothing about the Most High, you know. But go into this, Ecclesiastes chapter 6 verse 7. You know, this will tell you all about how you handle, in case you is, out there, you got friends out in the world, this is what you want to do regarding them. Ecclesiastes 6 verse 7. If thou wilt get a friend, prove him first, and be not hasty to credit him. And that's the mistake a lot of us make, myself included. You know, we don't even, you know, all the signs could all be there. Instead of you just, call it a duck, you want to call it something else. Knowing that person don't mean you no good, but you still got them around, got her around you. So you gonna have a friend. Make sure they are friend. We go to verse 8. For some man is a friend for his own occasion. They got a reason for being your friend. Just for gain. They ain't your friend because they like you, they love you. It's a purpose behind it. And will not abide in the day of thy trouble. But anything come up, they're not there. They're not there. They'll left you all alone. Your so-called friend. Mm-hmm. Verse 10. Verse 9. And there is a friend who being turned to enmity. That person got a deep rooted hatred for you. He got hatred for you. He hates you. And strife will discover thy report. That's shame. Disgrace. That's kind of people you got out there. They call yourself a friend, but secretly they hate you, and they just want to peep you and try to see what you got in your closet you hide. Something about you they can go talk about. This is kind of you have a lot of that out there. They sit up around, they people. They say, oh yeah, I just hang around, just to see what they about. I don't even like them. I just want to see how they living, how they rolling. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Verse 10, again, some friend is a companion at the table and will not continue in the day of thy affliction. Again, some friends, when things are good, they right there with you. As soon as something bad happens, they gone to win. That's what you got. But not in the Isupk. That's what we got to deal with out in their world. That's why, that's why this brotherhood need to stay strong. The sisterhood need to stay strong. Because there's no sisterhood, brotherhood out there. Mm-hmm. Verse 11. But in thy prosperity, he will be as thyself. Or he your friend again when you doing good. He your friend again. What's up, man? You my boy, man. Yeah, but but you seen the verse before. When you're there, your affliction, he ain't nowhere to be found. He will be as thyself and will be bold over thy service. You doing good. He's like, hey man, this is my boy. This is hey man, I die for that guy, man. And he ain't doing nothing. He's lying. As long as you doing good, you rolling y'all. How they doing it well. As long as y'all riding, having y'all a little drink or something. Everything you got money, you spending all on them and everything like that. Everything all good. You lose your job, he gone. You gone. You can't get into it because your bills then got piled up. Oh, he don't want to be around you. You ain't got nothing to give him. Mhm. You verse 12. If thou be brought low, he will be against thee. So yeah, when you get brought low, he gonna be against you. That same one say he was your boy, he gonna be against you. You know, and will hide himself from thy face. Like I said, he ain't gonna be nowhere to find you. You need help. You reaching up. He ain't nowhere to be found. That's why. That's why you need to come into the ISUPK. You know, you don't know what brotherhood is. This is where it's taught. Taught to have brotherhood. If you're not spread, you're not showing no brotherhood. Check yourself. You know, just check yourself. For somebody else check you because you ain't gonna like it when somebody else check you. Let me see. Verse 13. Separate thyself from thy enemies and take heed of thy friends. You want to please separate yourself from your enemy. People who don't mean you no good, separate yourself from them. The person that pretend to be your friend, but already you done seen all the signs. You done even seen it right for your face, or you done heard some right, heard it come out as their own mouth. Why you that person around you? You learn from this old priest right here. I'm still learning. Like I said, I got a good heart. I let stuff go, but I see I have to stop that. You know, Mhm. Like I said, and take heed of thy friends. And me, I didn't take heed of my friends for a long time. Like I said, it took my real, real, you know, but she opened my eyes. She opened my eyes what I had, in our home. You know, she opened my eyes. And verse 14 said, "A faithful friend is a strong defense, and he that have found such a one have found a treasure." So that's what you find when you come into this one body. Like I said, I got one friend out there that's like that. He don't want to hear this truth, and he like, he like, no, he like pork, he like white girls. So so I said, okay, brother, whatever, man, you know, but he's a good friend to me. Like I said, I need work to be done around my house. He come and do it. He been helping me out for years. It's a shame when you can't say you done had 100 friends. You only say you only had one. That was they kept it real all the way. For over almost 40 years. Mm-hmm. You know, so, you but 15. Nothing doth countervail a faithful friend, and his excellency is invaluable. And it certainly is. And the last one, verse 16. A faithful friend is the medicine of life, and they that fear the Lord shall find him. And that's and that's what I did. I feared the Lord, and I found friends off in the ISUPK. Found great sisters, fabulous brothers. You know, that's what you do when you get into the ISUPK. And if you Luke 22 and 32. Mhm. Right here, this was like when you know, Jesus Yahushua was getting ready to be crucified, and he's talking to his disciples. You know, let them know, time about to come. You know, and these were his final instructions for them. But I have prayed for thee that thy faith fail not, and when they are converted, strengthen thy brother. And that's what he was telling them before he got for Judas betrayed him. And the Sadducees and Pharisees, gave them to Pontius Pilate, to be crucified. So man, hey, when you're a bit converted into this Holy Spirit, strengthen up your brothers that they do the same. But but what did they do? What Peter, he he told Peter, man, for the get thee behind. He said before the cock crows 3 times, you're gonna deny you ever knew me. And that's exactly what happened. That's exactly what happened. They was gonna kill him. He didn't want to die either. You know, but and he felt real bad about that. That's why he worked so hard to redeem himself. By working with Paul. And all that. You still have John 13 and 34. Mhm. John 13 and 34. A new commandment I give unto you, which is, as you see, the same commandment was told in Leviticus. So it's really not a new commandment, it's an old commandment. That ye love one another as I have loved you, that you also love one another. And by this, all men know that you are my disciple if you have love one to another. And that's what the Isupk are all about. Love, not hate. You don't hear me not one time saying I hate this group of people, that group of people, or that group of people. Never once came out my mouth. All the thing you ever talk about is love, being a brother, having some women being sisters to their sisters. That's all you ever hear. So damn y'all for calling us a hate group. We thought we were about love. We were about understanding. We were about bringing our people out of the muck you put us in. That's what we're about. We're trying to get all our brothers out of here. We're trying to get everybody on those spaceship and leave you when the Third World War hit, and we headed up, we going on while you in that lake of fire. That's what we trying to do. We trying to uplift our brothers and sisters, get us out of this hell. Even though scripture says, what 2/3 is gonna be, or a third gonna be, we trying to get everybody out. We'll take all the criticism, all the insults, all the untrue things you say about us. We'll take all that because we know that's not true. Like I said, you cancel Kanye. So you say, okay, Kanye's hand was in y'all pocket. So our hands ain't in y'all pocket. So you can't cancel us. Make flags through videos and all that. But you can't cancel us. Because we bringing this truth out. Mm-hmm. Romans 12 and 10. Mm-hmm. And let's start at verse 9. Romans 12 and 9. Let love be without dissimulation. Abhor that which is evil. Cleave to that which is good. So, that's a love description, though. Abhor, hate evil. Cleave on what is good. You know, but you know how we are. We want to cleave on to something that's evil and abhor the good. That's why it's so hard, fishing, talking to people, you get a couple, some of them will stick with it, some of them won't, you know, some of them you gotta, instead of take the counsel, you gotta get them right, all that, you know, like I said, verse 10, be kindly, affectionate one to another with brotherly love. That's what we practice. It's like we went out there, used to cook out, Captain, the captain, I forgot his name. I forgot Captain 10,000. I usually know, but told me his name. Like, say, no, you like say he was with Mission to a Cool. We ain't good that day. Out there in Houston, just like having a ball. With the rest of the brothers, with the generals come down and stuff. That was a good time there too, being among the brothers. I was going to drop down to 19. Dearly beloved, avenge not yourself, but rather give place unto wrath, for it is written, vengeance is mine, I will repay, said the Lord. So, I just say the oppressor have did us dirty for almost 500 years. They say a whore not to eat them like. The Most High say that sucker is mine. Don't touch him. He belong to me. All the people that oppress you, don't you lay one finger on. They belong to me. That vengeance, that's my vengeance. Don't steal my thunder. I want them. Just about every nationality done oppressed us or the gain for us being oppressed. The Lord said, as far as your enemies, like you could be your brother that don't call himself your enemy. Don't touch him. Most High got you. He got him. Most High gonna take care of that. For him being an unrighteous brother. The Most High gonna take care of that. You don't do nothing. That sister want to don't be right to you. Don't you do nothing. Don't you say nothing. The Most High got you. He said he gonna repay. Don't you do nothing. Romans 15:1. Romans 15:1, and it reads, we then that are strong ought to bear the infirmities of the weak and not to please ourselves. So this is the thing. When you have strength, you see your brother weak, lift him up. You can't, so I don't know, sometimes, some brothers you gotta carry on back. I don't know, like I said, I watch off thousand like a while carry a brother on his back. I know his back probably still hurt from that. Brother no longer in the school anymore. I think he's still in the truth. But I say him go be above. Officer not want to go above and beyond. The Call of Duty to help that brother. That's just but that just kind of brother. Just kind of brotherhood he shows. This kind of brotherhood he shows. But in verse 2, let every one of us please his neighbor for his good to edification. This thing about this, it's just knowledgeable just to be to show brotherhood. You learn things, you get to learn things, you learn things about yourself, you learn things about them. That's why it's good to show brotherhood because it's good for edification. Verse 3, for even Christ pleased not himself, but as it is written, the reproaches of them that reproach thee fell on me. Like I said, Christ took everything and died for us. Did he want to do it? No, but he said, but he said, if it be thy will, thy power, so be it. Then he did whatever the Most High commanded him to do, and it was commanded to him to die for our no good. But that was his job. And and we're gonna let's see, Galatians 6:10. like so, the masses believe that Christ died for everyone. He only died for Israel, and not the Israel. Man, we ain't talking about the Yiddish people that's living off in that little bitty corner. They call Israel. You know, Israel, like you said, you know, I was looking at the Zondervan Compact Bible Dictionary and seeing how far Israel stretched. It was more than that. They went off into parts of Africa and everything. The whole Middle East. Like I said, they fighting over land and they ain't none of them. It's ours. Mm-hmm. Galatians 6 and 10. As we have therefore opportunity, let us do good unto all men, especially unto them who are of the household of faith. You know, brothers and sisters off in the Isupk, you know, that's what you really want to show, that you love them. Because they're gonna show that they love you. Mm-hmm. They're gonna show you, they're gonna show it right back to you, though. You know, like I said, don't be quick, just because met this sister, sister or brother out of this world, like, yeah, man, I see you about like what y'all doing and all that, yeah, you gonna stick around though, bro. You like what we doing, and you feel this and that. Is you gonna be 10 toes down? You Ephesians 4:32. Ephesians 4:32, and it reads, "And be ye kind one to another, tenderhearted, forgiving one another, even as God, for Christ's sake, hath forgiven you." God can forgive you. The Most High Power can forgive you. You forgive that brother. Me, I'm not even mad at that brother that did that to me. I'm not even mad at him. You know, not mad. Because he didn't really do nothing to me. He did it to himself. You know, like I said, this is a place he needed to be in. But salam to him. Uh, hope that work out for you. Whatever you're doing. I got my house back to myself. Got my living room back to myself. I can sit up in my living room now. I ain't got to worry about nobody coming in that have been working all day, not bathing and all that. Got the house all smelling and everything. Like I said, he did me a service. But I'm still kind to the man. If I see him out the street, I ain't gonna act like I don't know son. Say, hey, how you doing, man? It's all right, ain't nobody mad at you. Because you ain't want to, you ain't want to contribute to the house. Well, that's fine. Contribute to wherever you be at. Mad at you. Just like you ain't supposed to be mad at your brother that's off in the street. If you got a problem, we'll talk to him. If there's something he doing wrong, tell him. Don't do it all. First Thessalonians 4:9. First Thessalonians chapter 4, verse 9. But as touching brotherly love, you need not that I write unto you. This is Paul writing unto the churches, you know, writing to the churches off at Thessalonica, you know. For you yourselves are taught of God to love one another. So he telling them, he reminding them about showing brotherhood to each other. So Paul, he writing from in prison, right to all of churches, Paul was about that work. He writing from prison, you know, keeping it, making sure his church is in order, you know. We go to this is my last verse, First Peter chapter 3, verse 8. First Peter chapter 3 and verse 8. Finally, be ye all of one mind, have a compassion one of another, love as brethren, be pitiful, be courteous. You know, and this is this writing unto them. It's the epistles of Paul. Telling them how to act, how to conduct yourself, how to be brothers, having love for one another. Having love for one another. That is so simple to do, to show love. Most people rather one brother rather have something against you, very quick. That's why you always that's why they say you gotta be of one mind. I mean, everybody brothers. Have a compassion for one another. You gotta have compassion for one another. You love that brother all the time. You love him enough, to correct him, and love him enough to be corrected by him. Love his brother and be pitiful and be courteous. And be pitiful, have pity on him, when he going through, and be courteous and always be respectful to him, And verse 9, not rendering evil for evil or railing for railing, but contrariwise blessing, knowing that you are there unto called, that you should inherit a blessing. Let's say that brother, being a brother, showing brotherhood, that's our blessing. So our reward is not going to be in this world. Our reward is going to be in the kingdom. So don't look for nothing down here. Being a brother, that's your job to be a brother. Don't look for a pat on the back. Your reward gonna be in heaven from the Most High. Sisters, don't worry about it. You're doing all you can, but people kind of like maybe not recognize you. Things you do. Don't worry about it. Your reward is in heaven. Your reward is in heaven. Verse 10. But he that will love life and see good days, let him refrain his tongue from evil and his lips that they speak no God. You ain't talking talking no crazy, man. You ain't you ain't up there talking that shiver stuff. When ran for talking about Christ was God's son and all that. The flood that happened. Bringing up brother to your brother, cussing about, talking all bad to him and all that. I ain't being a brother. Verse 11. Let him eschew evil and do good. Let him seek peace and ensue. Verse 12. For the eyes of the Lord are over the righteous. You hear that? The eyes of the Lord are over the righteous. Sons, you think he watching you? You think he hearing your prayers? He stop his ears up when man, I just know this ain't this no good. Man, shut up. That's what he's saying. He's not hearing a sinner's prayer, but the righteous he watches over. And his ears are open unto their prayers. His ears are open unto the righteous. And I said in John 9:31, say you do not hear the prayer of sinners. So quit lying to yourself when you sinning and God hearing your prayer, because he is not. So he is not hearing your prayer. So you might well quit lying to yourself. Last verse. For the eyes of the Lord, over the righteous, his ears are open unto their prayers, but the face of the Lord is against them that do evil. So you doing evil, the Lord is against you. Quit thinking, just because you giving over people and doing people wrong and not treat them right, the Most High gonna deal with you. If you're a brother in this school and you can't show no brotherhood, Lord gonna deal with you. Well, that's my class. I'm preaching the office fire and your heart. But you know, shimmy, I shout out to all the brothers out there, to all the sisters. Shalom, Yahweh Shema, Thama, Shimmy, I shot. I'm gonna say Shalom, Israel. Kwam Yashala.